Are you interested in home ownership in today's economy, but you don't have the money for a down payment? Well, there might be other ways to get into home ownership that you might not have thought about. You've probably heard about rent-to-own ownership. There are options that are available to you that you might consider. How does the rent-to-own process work? What do you need to qualify? What are the pros and cons of the rent-to-own? How long does it take? How do you get started? The rent-to-own process has two components: a lease agreement and an option to buy. Renting to own is a little more complex than just renting. Here's how it typically works. You will sign a lease for a period of time, and at the end of that time, you have the option to buy the house. Or you may sign a rent-to-purchase contract, which at the specified time, you wouldn't have to buy the house. Something else to consider is the ability to negotiate some of the rent to be applied toward the purchase price or the down payment of the house. Check with your mortgage lender about what their requirements are if you want to do that. Renting to own may be a good way to get in the process of buying a house, even if you are not pre-approved yet or pre-qualified by your mortgage lender. Qualifications may be whenever the landlord might require of other renters a good credit score, proof of income, and proof of good tenant standing. Many of the specifics may depend on the property owner. So before you sign or agree to lease property with right to buy it or purchase it, you might want to have a real estate professional to help you review the documents, and you might even want to consider having an attorney review your agreement before you sign it. So what are some of the pros and cons of rent-to-own? You could save money for a down payment. You get to test drive the property before you buy it. You may save a repair cost if you maybe are willing to split this with the owner. It gives you a chance to buy a house without having to be in a hurry. So what are some of the cons of rent-to-own? You can lose the extra money on your option consideration if you decide not to buy. You aren't guaranteed a loan and end of your lease. I mean, interest rates change, qualification requirements change depending upon your lender. It's important to think through the rent-to-own process before you commit to engage in that activity. And are you able to buy at the end of the lease period? Will you be able to qualify then? How long does it take? Rent-to-own agreements may be determined by state regulations, specific rules. For example, you may have a 3 to 5 year lock-in rate or a specific lease term that you agree to. Ultimately, it depends on your contract and the lease of your term, the length of your term agreement. So how do you get started? You have an upfront non-negotiable fee called an option fee. This probably will not be refundable, so if you decide not to buy, you will probably lose your option fee. this option fee is negotiable. It might be between 1 and 5% of the purchase price of the property. Even with that, it's still less expensive than the fees for down payments of 5%, 10%, 20%, or whatever the fee might be with the mortgage company and the type mortgage that you decide to get. It's time to get on the pathway to home ownership, whether you decide to buy or rent. Renting to own may be the way to do that. Ready to investigate opportunities in your area? If so, please contact me and I will be happy to help you. Hope you have a great day, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.